You know, every day in this country is a day to smile, a day to laugh, sometimes a day to cry. It depends on what news is released or coming forth on social media, where it seems to be the center of every activity in the country. Pastor Adeboye, the founder and GO of RCCG, Redeemed Church, released a statement the other day saying that very soon, that God revealed to him in a vision that very soon pastors will go to the moon to hold their conventions and their meetings. This one sounded very hilarious because we are in a country, not everybody is a Christian here. Some are Muslims, some are conservatives and traditional worshippers. So you could imagine the reaction that was released from different parts and different quarters. You know, some of them mocking that statement, some of them trying to rope in politics, rope in governance to it. Some of them got angry because Adeboye has been on the news for some time because of his silence on most of the policies on Tinubu. Some people even tried to say that him and Tinubu are 5 and 6, which means they are friends. And even Tinubu's wife happens to be a pastor in his church. So, and some also accuse him of not lending his voice to nation building, where people are suffering in poverty and hunger in a country where more than 100 million people cannot afford 3 basic square meals a day, and he is silent. Whereas he wasn't silent previous administration under PDP and Goodluck Jonathan. So he's under fire right now for making such statements. They call it insensitive, they call it very unnecessary, and some say it's a lie, that God can never say such a thing, that nobody can even be on the moon, that no human being can live or habit there. Now why would he say that God said he should go to the moon and have his meetings? So some see it as just one of those lies that men of God say just to win over some crowd, or look or portray themselves as a demigod or somebody who is more than a human being, maybe an extra human. Even a TikToker, popular one, MC King, who has been having issues with him in the past, even came out to even lash him and say that he is not even he's not a lot of things about him. Maybe you listen to the video, watch the video and see what the boy said.
Pastor Adeboye, APC pastor, I just watch your video where you talk say very soon God don show you say the governing of your Redeemed Church una go do meeting for moon. So with all the situation going on in the country, now the only thing wey God dey tell you be that your own God, na wetin dey tell you, na wetin dey show you be that. The other day you talk say you go drink tea with God, so you have opportunity to meet God wey take dey life for people from one generation to another. Na tea now you go drink with am. You no fit tell that your God say your people in children wey you dey life for every day by day, they suffer, they buy fuel, expensive life, now they go to, they no fit survive. All that one, they tell your God. Now all this nonsense, a lot of people are saying it, say maybe now old age they worry. No be old age, you know what they do. So continue deceiving your people, continue lying to them, continue telling them, continue spoiling.
So having watched that video, you will now see that the feelings are very, very high. Tempers are high right in Nigeria. People are not happy. So the kind of statements that men of God release is not the kind of statement that people expect of them. People want them to say things that concern their daily life. People want men of God to say things that affect them, that resonate with their problems, and the government could listen to them because their voices are very amplified, rather than just saying mere words that don't have any relationship to do with their problems. Now, how does going to have a meeting in the moon affect the price of gari, rice, and yam in the market? So these are the basic issues that people are not happy with. But me, this is me being on the spot, and I will say it's my mind. This is my mind. I'm saying my mind, and this is me being on the spot about that statement he made. To me, I don't see, anything wrong with anybody saying his mind. We all have freedom of speech in this world, and Adeboye can wake up any day, and I don't think his speech should be doctored. People should allow people to speak as they like to speak, deem fit. His speech did not affect anybody positively or negatively. It's just his speech. But because he spoke in a way that wasn't making any sense to me, I felt that statement, was not in line with the realities of this world. He appeared like a man who is high. Perhaps if somebody else who is a drunkard speaks like that, people would have said he was drunk. But coming from Adeboye, people didn't take it well. Say, could he be man of God? Is okay? And he's okay. Nothing's wrong with him. Perhaps he was just a little bit forward. It's not every prophecy that God gives you that you say to the public. Some of them are not even fit enough to hear the word you said. They are not in the same level spiritually with you, so somehow they may misunderstand you. Please let us not misunderstand our God, because God is a miracle working man. He does things that are incomprehensible. So it is possible. If God says that everything is possible in this world, then even going to the sun is very possible, except we say we are no longer Christians. For me, as a Christian, I believe in God, and everything he says, I believe God. Everything God says, I believe he can do. And there is nothing impossible in this world to do. So yes, going to the moon may seem a very strong or big feat, but it is not impossible if God wants to do it. But because we are not ready for that yet, the white man has not gone to the moon. The Russians have not gone to the moon to live. The Americans have not gone to to have meetings. The British have not gone to have meetings. Even the French have not gone to the US to hold meetings. So how come will it be that a Nigerian pastor will go to the moon to have meetings before these great nations? So this is the context. I think this is the problem people are having, because we only believe things that the white men do first before we can do them. So I believe that this is just a very controversial statement that should not have been brought to the public for, because we are not fit enough to comprehend such statements from Pastor Adeboye himself. So having said that, I think we should just ignore that statement and see it as one of those things from a spiritual man. Because if such statement was made by the traditional worshipper in the bush or the herbalist in the bush, I don't think many people would have seen anything wrong with it, because we are worshiping a God that we don't see. So it's possible people do not really understand him that way. So it's a very controversial statement. I don't wish he repeats such again for now, until when it's time to be done. But we have recorded it already. We are waiting for the time when it will happen. We are anticipating the day the meeting will hold. I hope it will be in his lifetime, because that will be a wonderful feat to see. But until then, I want everybody to calm down and don't be in a hurry to tarnish or drag him. Any small thing Adeboye does is you always try to attach politics and attach why he's silent about national issues and why he doesn't talk about national issues. I think we should cut the man some slack. He's old enough to be a grandfather. I think Nigeria belongs to the youth. The youth, we have a lot of voices to speak now. We have a lot of youth who have platforms to speak. I think when they were young enough, like Wole Soyinka, they all held the government a ransom in their own time. So I think for now, we, the youth, should take a cue from that and stop waiting for these older men to speak for us. Let us take charge. Go and see what's happening in Burkina Faso. The youth there have taken charge and taken over the government and are trying to forge a way for the future. I think Nigeria can also do the same. So youth should prepare themselves in politics. They should come out and seek for elected positions and also participate fully in politics. Tinubu is an elderly man. Atiku is an elderly man. I don't think these people can hold on for another 20 years. So please, let us leave these old people, spiritual leaders. If they don't want to talk, leave them alone. Let us face this country squarely and find a way to participate in this politics and nation building. Even if you don't want to go to politics, you can also lend your voice. You can also challenge the government. You can also constructively bring out, alternatives to what the government has already brought on ground that is not working. But don't remain silent and cry and say things are not working and you're not doing anything about it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share to people. Let's keep growing together. I have been your host, Chinedu, signing out on your best channel on YouTube, the airwaves of YouTube. We promise to keep bringing you bumper. Peace.